towards the third question of peer review. A practicing chartered accountant is appointed to conduct the peer review of another practicing unit. What areas A should review in the assessment of independence of the practicing unit? So the reviewer have to examine the independence, or have to make an assessment on the independence of the practicing unit. So here we have to answer which are the area on which the reviewer should focus so as to determine the independence. Okay, moving towards the answer. So now I am going to explain the factors, or explain the areas that he should do so as to assess the independence, that is whether the practicing unit is maintaining the independence. So first of all, he should conduct a compliance review on 5 general control. Which are these 5 general control? Independence, whether they are maintaining independence. Then professional skills and standard, whether the practicing unit and members of practicing unit possess required professional skill and as well as standard. Then which are the areas or matters on which they are undertaking or obtaining outside consultation. Staff supervision, whether the practicing unit exercises appropriate supervision on the staff, whether they are providing directions and monitoring their works. Development and office administration. So these are the 5 general control on which the reviewer should exercise compliance review. So in other words, we can state that the compliance review, this is the beginning, or this is the starting of peer review process. Here he is making a compliance review on 5 general control: independence, professional skills, outside consultation, staff supervision and development, and office administration. So you should answer in such a way that, first of all, meaning of peer review. Here peer reviewer, that is reviewer, for the purpose of assessing the independence of the practicing unit, he should conduct a compliance review on 5 general control, then indicate these 5 general control. Then our reviewer have to determine whether the practicing unit have a policy that is requiring integrity and objectivity from staff, its assistants, etc. Then if these practicing unit have such a policy that is exercising, or that is requiring or that is ensuring compliance with this integrity and objectivity, determine who is responsible to devise the policy and its implementation in the practicing unit, whether it is undertaking efficiently and effectively. Then whether practicing unit communicate this policy to their staff, articles, etc. Plus whether they communicate expected degree of professional behavior. That is, does the practicing unit communicate these policies and as well as expected standard of professional behavior to the staff? That is, we are expecting these kind of, that is, you should compliance with these laws and regulations, you should not violate these, etc. That is, whether they are communicating this policy and whether they are communicating with respect of the expected degree of professional behavior. Then compliance. Here they have a policy and they are also communicating the policy to their staff. Then the next is whether the practicing unit ensuring compliance with this policy, that is whether this policy is actually implemented in the organization. Then last one, whether this practicing unit review the engagement letter, it means association with the client periodically. That is, once they have after accepting the audit engagement, they have to review the engagement or they have to review the association with the client from period to period for the purpose of maintaining independence. So what should be done by auditor? It's not auditor, sorry, reviewer, so as to examine independence of practicing unit. First, when we discuss, they have to examine or assess, or they have to conduct a compliance review on 5 general control: independence, professional skills, outside consultation, staff supervision, office development and office administration. Then they have to determine whether this practicing unit have a policy that is imposing the requiring integrity or that is ensuring integrity and objectivity, whether they are making communication and whether they are communicating expected standard or expected degree of professional behavior from the staff, whether they are ensuring the compliance, whether they are revising or reviewing what? The engagement with the client periodically. This is the answer. Okay.